Welcome back to another episode of Farside Podcast. Woo!
I'm not excited. Yay.
That's so mean. But yeah, sorry we haven't been uploading recently because we've been doing lots of stuff on our end. And low-key forgot that this existed because we're drowning in studies and other things.
Extracurriculars.
Oh, so you can see we got smarter. And if you don't know us, I'm sorry. But my name is
I'm
Hazel.
sorry. You don't have to know us.
I'm sorry, but you don't know us.
You don't know us, and then you don't.
So yeah, if you don't know us, I'm Hazel.
And I'm Daniel.
Okay, let's go by that. So yeah, welcome to the podcast. But what if you don't know the podcast? Like, what is it? What is it,
If you
Brian?
don't
What
know
is
the podcast, if you're new in the podcast, my first name is Brian. But so far is...
That's not your first name. It's your middle name.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know, Pala.
I kind of get confused now because... Okay, Farside is all about us sharing random cuentos and random
What's Quantos?
stories and experiences, and we're here to learn as teenagers, set apart in this cruel world, set apart from the rest of the world. So if you want to join us and grow, join us. You know, no one's stopping you. Listen to us. We need the viewers. We need the money. I'm not kidding. Oh wait, I am kidding.
You are kidding. We're not earning.
Yeah, we're not earning.
But you know, hit us up.
Hit us up. So far, we're pretty sabog at this time.
What's
And it's sabog is like high, but without drugs.
Okay.
But so far, yeah, just join and here's the episode.
Here it is. Enjoy. Yeah, why haven't we been uploading, and why have we been procrastinating?
Well, for me, I had so many backlog in my school, and of course, I've been trying my best to catch it up. It's always the first week of the month. It's like, oh, I have so many backlog from the last month, so I had to catch up this week. So that's my part, and I also have some cool stuff that I've been planning for myself and for other people as well. Just basically trying to grow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How
Well,
about you?
for me, I've been just busy in my own stuff, studies as well. But yeah, there is just lots of events that have been taking over recently, and it's also pretty hot these days.
Oh, that's
so,
true.
Yeah, like
What's
my
the weather today? I
motivation.
just want to know what the weather today is.
Yeah.
The Philippines is very hot, I guess, because it's summer.
Yeah, my motivation has been very low since the weather.
33. Not bad, I guess. Somewhat. Sometimes it's 36 or 37 Celsius. Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you have your aircon on?
Nope.
Nice.
Just a fan.
Because I have mine.
Cool.
Shout out to the people who have aircon.
Okay, but yeah. Today we're gonna be talking about something that has been reoccurring in, I think, both our lives, because we're in a season where we have to step up.
That's so true.
Both like our future planning, what we want to do for school. So yeah, we're gonna talk about our career paths and what our generation wants to do, and why is it hard for us to decide what we want. And I'm sure that you guys can relate.
It's all about college as well, right?
Yeah, it's about
for
college.
those who don't know, we're grade 11. Basically, if it wasn't for K to 12 here in the Philippines, we would have been in college.
Yeah.
Supposedly. But we're grade 11. Yes, that's a thing here. And
we're in senior
another
high.
grade. Yeah, senior high.
To start off, I'll be asking a question, which is, what do you want to do when you grow up? So,
So many
Brian,
ants
what
in
did
my
you
room.
want to do?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ano ba yan?
What do I want to do when I grow up? Well, when I was a kid, I've always been so makulit. What's the English word for makulit?
Like, I was gonna say gulo. Ano ba
Gulo.
yan?
That's not an English word.
I know, that's why I said I wasn't gonna say that.
Okay.
You're like,
Annoying, I guess. No.
mischievous or something.
I don't know. I think it's all over the place. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's just say that. So when I was a kid, I was all over the place. All over the face of my parents, face of my titas and lolas.
Mm-hmm.
And back in the days, I wasn't really sure what I was going to take. But as far as I can recall, I wanted to be an astronaut.
Wow.
Pretty
ambitious.
basic, I know. But so far until now, I'm still pretty interested about space, about moons, about planets, about the stars. And it goes really way back because I've been watching a lot of spacey sci-fi movies. And I guess that, and the way they portrayed the space in the movies, I don't know, I got interested. So I really wanted to be an astronaut. Until now, I think I want to, but I'm not that smart. How about yours?
For me, because I was a pretty active child. Well, pretty contradictory. I was really lazy and really... Yeah, I was a really lazy child, but I had so much energy, so I can go from like, 0 to 100. I can go from 0 to 100. So...
I'm like, how can you be lazy and energetic at the same time?
Yeah, it's contradictory, but... Yeah, I was pretty energetic because, I think the one thing that influenced me to what I wanted to do when I was younger, I was pretty influenced by, like, the TV shows I watched. So, I would watch, like, I don't know if you know this, it's like Go-Go and the Bogo. It's like a really active, it's like a kid's TV show where it's like, you have to do these certain moves to, like, to save this one thing or something. And I'd watch like lots of like dance related like shows, like Angelina Ballerina. And
that I
stuff.
know.
Yeah,
I don't know how. But that I know.
Yeah, but I wanted to be like a ballerina when I was younger. It was pretty basic as well. But I mean, I wasn't enrolled to any classes. I was just really influenced by those things, and I love dancing when I was younger. I mean, I still do, but that's something I really loved doing and thought I would be. Well, to be specific, a pink ballerina.
You wanted to be a pink ballerina? What's wrong with my words today?
Yeah,
you wanted to be a pink ballerina.
Ballerina. To be to specify. I don't know what what that meant when I was younger, but yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Compared to now, what I want to do is way different because I'm pretty sure that, you know, we evolve and other things
we evolve.
Are
Pokemon.
Introduced to us. Oh my gosh. There's lots of things that, like, growing up, you are interested and invest your time into. So now I want to be like more on like marketing or like multimedia, because it was ever since last year that I just started, you know, having interest in that. And yeah. Okay, so the reason why I wanted to do like digital multimedia stuff was when I volunteered for like an event and they needed like a marketing person. So someone that makes posts and makes the designs, and yeah, I offered, or I wanted to take the opportunity because it's something that I've like wanted to do in the back of my head, and I'm like, okay, I'll just take it because why not?
Yeah.
And it was something that, like, I get super motivated when I want to try things that I want to do, like new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I started doing that. And I'm like, I was very ambitious because I'm like, no, I'm not going to use Canva. And everyone uses Canva, right?
So true. I think it's free
I'm
because
like,
that's because
yeah, it's free and it's easy. But I was like, no, I have a vision.
I
And
have
so,
a vision.
Yeah.
What?
No, because I mean,
Of
I would say I'm
prophecy to be made, to be fulfilled.
yeah. I can say I'm pretty creative, and yeah, I just wanted to try it out, and I used Photoshop. Someone helped me using Photoshop, and I don't know if it was like the wisest decision to like throw me on the deep end and like start with Photoshop because I don't really have any experience with design. And so, yeah, I'd say, yeah, Brian, okay, you helped me. You helped me with Photoshop and like
I
making
did?
those
That
design.
wasn't me.
Okay, if you don't want the credit, then
I'm
tell
kidding.
me.
I'm gonna take the credit.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But and like I had a vision, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna use Photoshop because it's more. I guess there's more tools and stuff. And
Disclaimer: we did not pay for the Photoshop.
that's a secret between us. But yeah, you helped me a lot because it took me like it was like 2 weeks until like the actual event, and I had to make like how many posters, like
20.
more than 5, I would say, like design wise, more than 5, and we'd have like calls with another friend. Like we'd stay up all night just trying to like figure it out.
Yeah.
And yeah, those are fun times. Just staying
Shout out
up
to that
and
other
like,
friend. You know who you are.
yeah. So that's something I was super interested and wanted to do. And after that event, I was like, oh, I want to do more. And I think before, I think after that, I wanted to do this podcast, and yeah, and then like we did some designs, and like that really that's another story to be told. But
I think we already told a story.
We did?
Did we? In the
I
past
don't
few, I don't know.
So yeah, that's what I want to do now. Multimedia. So over time, like
So you want to
course,
take
practice.
multimedia in college?
In college and marketing, but you go first. What do you want to do now?
Now? I would say the
No.
same.
Why?
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 Wow. Why? Oh, bakit nga ba?
Why?
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 I'm gonna add that sound effect.
Well,
It's the same because, you know, I'm a creative myself. I'd like to say I'm a creative. And so far, since I was a young child, when I was a young child.
when I was born very young.
Yeah, when I was born very young, it was there. I was surrounded with people who are creatives. Shout out to my titas and ates. You guys were there, and you know it has been really fun. I remember when with my childhood friends, we would always compete who has the best drawings. You know, and like it all progressed. It all was orchestrated to the point until now, where I wanted to help people with marketing, with designing, and of course design something my own. You know, I was into photography, I was into graphic designing, I was into music, and I say I'm a creative myself. I know I said marketing, but that's a first. The other two things are multimedia and film director or cinematographer.
Ooh.
That's something I really admire. I'm really interested if I were to take one of those and see what happens.
So I can relate to you like a bunch because when I was younger, I was like super into like drawing and stuff, and like in my school, when I like in back in Texas, we'd have these
Yeehaw!
this
Wait,
stop.
is it?
No.
Oh, it is.
What?
No, is it? I think it's the same.
Yeah, I can relate because we'd have these exhibitions every year where in different districts or different schools there would be they would enter a number of students only to show their art from their art class. And like every year I got to be picked.
Let's go.
I got to be picked to like make my drawings and all my art stuff to be like displayed on like a
gallery.
like a museum type thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Not super significant honestly because
Of
there were like
course.
other grades and they all look really childish. So that was like around like grade school and like my parents they're very supportive now because ever since I was younger they saw that I was very creative when I was younger. And
They're like, oh, we got a graphic designer.
no, yeah, they would be so proud of me when like the exhibition thing, and they've
that's
always
sick.
supported me on that. And I've like lost the ability to draw now, so
Same.
I think designing is
Pretty much the easy
um,
way.
not the easy way. I'd say that's kind of like a substitute.
Yeah, okay.
It's kind of like another way to express or another way
That's
to
true.
show your creative your
Creativity.
basta yeah. Your creativity. So, you wanted to do like marketing or multimedia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, how did you come up with that being your set course for college? Like what influenced you?
It kept me going because of my family and my ates or like my aunties. Hey aunties. But yeah, they were very supportive and they were really into my art even though I know they're just, being
They're just saying.
kind, being polite. Even though I know it sucks, but I think I see myself as a person who does marketing or graphic designing. Like, I legit cannot see myself as someone who does what? Comp sci? I can't imagine. Like,
True.
the path that I've taken ever since I was a child until now. Sayang naman if I were to throw that path away.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really hard to come up with another path. Although it's very far from, like, drawing and stuff, marketing. No, it's
Yeah.
very vast. But I know it's at some point, it still deals with creativity.
Mm-hmm.
That's why
For
I
sure.
wanted to take it. And, I see myself as a creative marketer or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, I would say, yeah, I think when it comes to, let's say, because I have two choices, multimedia and marketing as well. Because we've both joined an event, actually.
We did.
That
We did mention
was-
this in the,
Yeah,
what episode? 4th
I
episode?
think it was the fourth. Yeah, I think it was the fourth. Yeah, we joined like a marketing camp thing that kind of gives you some sort of idea of what marketing is. And
It's very vast.
yeah, it's very vast. For me, it's both practical and creative. So
That's true.
it's something that I really loved doing with like my teammates, and it's something that like, I can see myself do in the future. So that really kind of showed me kind of like it kind of gave me a taste of what to expect if I
Right.
took marketing, because we did like all these like
Case study.
like case studies, like research.
And I
You
don't
have
know.
to do all those things.
First of all, I did not know why they gave us case study when we don't even know how to make one.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Well, for like my other thing with the marketing thing, it's a bit worse. But yeah, that really influenced me to kind of like go more into it because it was really fun. And I'm not super like I'm not a smart person. Okay, I'm not book smart.
Same.
So, like, there's lots of research when it comes to those things. There's lots of things that you have to put down. And yeah, I think I found like research and gathering data super like fun, honestly,
That's true.
on my part. And I'm not super smart. I feel like that's something that smart people like doing. But yeah, it's been really fun, and so hopefully I can do that more in the future.
I think with marketing kasi it deals with value of the people and how you produce content. And I see ourselves as a content creator, right?
We're doing it right now.
We're doing it right now. And
yeah,
it's really fun. And although it's a kind of toxic community, I think it is. Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know. I heard some stories, but I'm not gonna manifest in those. But even
it's a competitive.
Competitive. That's why it's they say it's toxic.
So we conducted a survey, getting a better understanding of high schoolers and people our age on what they want to do when they are entering college, or their career wise, what they want to do. So one of the main things some people considered when picking their careers was something they're passionate about, financially stable, helps the earth or others, is practical, if it's God's purpose for them, something that they're good at, or if it's their parents' approval. So
pressure's on.
So from these things I've mentioned, what are the top ones that contributed to what you wanted to take?
For me, since there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 options, there's something they are passionate about, financially stable, helps the earth or others, practical if it's God's purpose, something that they are good at, parents' approval. I guess for me, I think there's 3 things. It's something I'm good at, and if it's God's purpose, and something I want to say financially stable, but I'm not sure. So I'll just say those 2 things. It's God's purpose and something I'm passionate about, or something that I'm good at. How about you?
So I'd pick what I'm passionate about, and if it's God's purpose for me, because everyone has a purpose, right? And
do we?
Yeah, everyone has a purpose, and the gifts God has given us is given for a purpose, and it should be fulfilled because those are the things that we're good at. Well, that's my part, and of course if my parents approve. But I don't know if like what I would want to do that's different from this, like they wouldn't approve. So it's a given that your parents have to support and approve.
Unless you would do something bad.
Yeah, that's true. You do something that's good.
It's gonna be hard, of course, to find what you're good at and your calling. But as far as I know, Moses was 80 years old. He was 8 years old when he found out his purpose. And I'll tell you guys, it's not too late. Just live out your best, and know that if you take your time and understand what you're good at and your calling from God, you'll find it out. Just listen carefully.
And continuously pray about it, because I'm sure that your answer will come by sooner or later.
But of course, you have to do your part.
Yes, you have to do your part, and
you can't just...
You're the blame for it if you don't find it.
Kinda. But like...
Kind of.
In order to find something you're good at, of course, you have to put things into practice.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not, edi, wala. You're out of here.
Then you're wasting your time. So for you, was it hard when like picking what you wanted?
For me?
Like, were you pressured to do what you wanted?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Next question.
Next question. No, because the hard part was, of course, deciding if this is something you'll do for the rest of your life. Courses, they don't define. I don't think it should define your future. You know, sometimes like our last episode, Kuya Trey was talking about pol sci. He took pol sci, but he ended up becoming a podcaster. You know,
Businessman.
a businessman. It doesn't. You don't have to be necessarily anchored to what you're gonna take in college. I know I don't have a say on this because I'm not in college, but as far as I know, and as far as I am observing people, that's how it goes, I think.
But yeah, I think especially at our age, we tend to be more pushed and pressured maybe when picking what we want to do. Let's say like for college, because I think part of the thing when, let's say, yeah, sure you weren't pressured, but you were probably pressuring yourself as well.
That's true.
Because I feel like we have this whole mindset of like the stages of our life, which is school, college, then career, and then family, and then so on, right?
Yeah.
And we see the people out there who are having all these jobs, being successful, looks like their life is all like, you know, put together. And so I don't think we get to see really like the struggles behind those things.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that like is scary. That's the thing that scares us. Cause I know so many like adults that, let's say their course was psychology, but then they turned into like they got like a business job or something, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think it's something that is super gonna set your future, but of course that's gonna launch you into becoming an adult and getting a job, right?
That's true.
And so there's also a lot of people who don't pick their passion as their college course, and they pick practicality.
Yeah.
Right? And yeah, you shouldn't really feel too much pressure because everyone is going through that, you know?
Yeah.
And
I think if it's your parents' decision or like you want to obey your parents, you know, that's reasonable. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know? But, I mean, there's no but on that. You have to, you have to obey your parents talaga. And obedience brings blessings. And so far, you'll never know. Maybe it's just a milestone that will change your perspective on how you view things, how you interpret things around yourself and around the world.
for me, I was actually pretty pressured by my parents and also my siblings because they know what to do. Even my younger sister, she knows what to do. And my sister's in college, and there's lots of things that you have to carry, like your expectations for your family, you know, the job you'll get in the future. If it's like, if it's able to, you know, financially be stable. There's lots of pressure when it comes to that. In my part, my parents, of course, pushed me and like suggested lots of things. Like, oh, be a flight attendant, be all these things. And I'm like, no, thank you. Yeah. Because
was that true?
I mean, yeah, it's true. I
can imagine. I can't imagine.
I can't imagine. Yeah, those are like the types of things like my parents are trying to push me towards. Cause honestly, like picking what I want to do now, it's pretty late.
Yeah.
I would say like, you know, marketing isn't something I would want to do like maybe 2 years before, you know. There's gonna be lots of things leading to what you want to do. And for my sister Jasmine, she like once she applied, that's how she got her course. That's what she wanted to do. It's just like right when she applied. But for others, when being asked this question in the survey, it was actually 50-50 for those who picked already what they wanted, I think.
Yeah.
No.
So
actually, no, yeah. No, it's overall. It was overall. Okay. 50-50. It was 50-50. that they felt pressured and didn't. So, like, most of the criteria of those is like their parents, peer pressure, uncertain of what path they want to take, the lack of time, because especially for those who are in our age, some also don't feel prepared enough, and that's why they feel pressured. So
like me.
yeah.
Of course, you have to really see if people support you in that.
Yeah.
And if they don't, you support yourself, girl.
Go get it.
Go get it. Slay. You have to really know who you are at this time. And if you haven't, that's okay.
So thank you for listening until the end. Sad, but here we are. We talked about what we wanted to do or want to do now, and all the fun little stories that brought us to those things.
Yeah. And we also talked about how to handle the pressure.
Under pressure. Yeah.
Pushing down on you. Pushing down.
Oh gosh,
on
copyright. So yeah, we hope
It won't get copyrighted because we're bad singers.
Oh, okay. You'll think it's like a bad version or something.
But
Okay,
yeah.
but yeah, hope you enjoyed this episode. Short but sweet. I think it's short. Short but sweet episode. And hope that this helped you maybe pick your future. Maybe.
So if you want updates, stories, and many things from us, we have social media. It's
We
at
do.
Farside Podcast _. That's for Instagram at least.
No
And-
underscore. There's no underscore.
Oh shoot, there's no underscore.
That's only on your.
Okay, erase the underscore, guys. Backspace. And just Farside. It's on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube and Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Yeah, you'll find us. Promise you guys.
Those are also our platforms: YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. So listen to our past episodes or future episodes there. So
We'll
see
you
guys
on
the
far
side.
of the moon. That's all for now. See you guys in the next episode of Farside Podcast. No, it's a cartoon, you know. Like the bat. Never mind. Peace out.
Bye-bye.
Just making so much noise. Oh my god.
It's my stand.
I'm gonna put this in the end.